In this video, I'm going to show you how to play Crisis by Elizabeth M. Drummond. It's an awesome new song that I sort of stumbled across. She's only got a couple of songs out, but I think everybody needs to check out this artist. I absolutely love the 2 songs she's already got up on Spotify. If you like the video, please like and subscribe down below. Tell me about some other artist that's flying under the radar that deserves to be heard, and I would love to check it out. Also, check out the Patreon. We can join for as little as $5 a month, and for this particular lesson, you get a PDF of the lesson as well as a Guitar Pro file of the lesson you can play along with. So grab a guitar and let's play. In terms of the guitar parts, there's not a lot of chords going on, but there's a lot of awesome parts, so let's dig right in. So the opening riff is a motif that's heard, or a theme that's heard throughout the entire song. It's a droning riff based around the key of F, which is the opening string right here. So it's going to start with that open string, and then the next time we play that note, it's going to bring in the 5th fret on the 5th string. It's really the 6th fret on the guitar, but 5th fret from the capo. So it's going to start with open. So we're going to start on the 5th fret past the capo, go to the 4th fret past the capo, really the 5th fret, and then end up on the 7th fret past the capo, really the 8th fret. So and that's going to repeat. The drums are going to come in, a little drum machine. And then we're going to get to the first verse, and that riff is just going to repeat 4 more times. So I'll just play it one more time. When we get to the pre-chorus, which is the next section in the song, it's going to start the same, but we're going to bring in a 4th fret past the capo and a 5th fret past the capo, and so I'll show you what I mean there. And we're not going to do any droning on those notes, so it's going to go now up to the 4th, back to the riff, then it's going to repeat, then the riff again. And at the end of that pre-chorus, it is just going to hit that one note one last time. Next we're going to get into the second verse. It's going to have that same riff again 4 times. Next we're going to get into the pre-chorus again, same as the other pre-chorus. Then up to the E string, 4th fret past the capo, 5th, back to the riff again. That's going to repeat. Now we get into the chorus of the song, and I love the fact that this chorus kind of breaks down. So the guitars are kind of coming out. They're just hitting some notes, some whole notes that ring for a couple of measures. So it just starts with an open E string, which is really an F. It's going to go for 2 measures. I'm going to go hit it again. Going to go for another 2 measures. Then 1 measure. Now 2nd fret past the capo. And then 5th fret past the capo. The theme's going to come back in 2 times. From there, we're going to go right into another verse. The 3rd verse is one different. Normally we're playing that pattern 4 times. This time we're going to play it 5 times. So it's that same. And it'll do that 5 times. Next we get into another chorus. It's hard to tell whether this is like a bass line or a keyboard or a guitar being palm muted with a little something on it, but I'm going ahead and going to include it in the lesson. It's just going to be 16th notes, and it sounds like just palm muting. It's going to go from the open string capo, first fret to the 4th, to the 5th. It's going to stay on the 5th, back to the open, a couple of measures, and then 4th, again, 5th, 5th for a measure, and then back to the open. So it'll sound like this. And in that last measure, we're going to have the start of the slide solo, which is a very cool part. It's going to start, since we're so high up on the neck, I'm going to reference the actual frets. It's going to start on the 13th fret of the B string. Go over to the 1st string, so, and then back to the 2nd string, the B string. And we're going to slide that back to the actual 11th fret on the guitar. Next time through, we're going to do the same first 2 notes. And then without hitting another note, we're just going to slide up to the actual 17th fret on the guitar. So that whole part. And from there, it's going to go into sort of some feedback with cool little melodies, and it's going to stay on that for quite a while until we get back to the theme. So you'll have, it is an F, so you're going to go from like it's like an F note here to the 7, back and forth. You're going to do that a couple of times. We've got the guitar ringing out a little bit like this. Doing a couple little improvised slides, so kind of just have fun with that part. It's hard to hear real distinctive parts, but it's super cool and it has a great vibe. Now underneath the sort of improv guitar, noisy part, there's another bass line or staccato guitar mixed in that comes in again, and I went ahead and included that in the lesson because I think it's a cool part. So we're going to start off with 16th notes in the open. So it's 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and a 1E and a 2E and a 3. 2nd fret. Then up the 5th fret, back to open. 1, 2, and a 3, and a 4, and 1, and a 2, and a 3, and a 4, 1, and a 2, and a 3, and a 4. More measure. 3, and a 4. A half measure. 1, and a 2. Back to the 2nd. 2. Up to the 5th. And from there, we're going to get right back into that theme. And then it's going to cut off, and that'll be the end of the song. Well, thanks for watching. If you liked the video, please like and subscribe down below. We're trying to get to 10,000 subscribers. Also, leave me a comment down below if there's some new artist that you absolutely love you'd like to maybe see me cover, or maybe I just want to listen to. Also, check out the Patreon. For as little as $5 a month, you can get an access to a PDF lesson and Guitar Pro file for this lesson, as well as help us support beginners getting into affordable lessons and instruments. Thanks, and I'll see you in the next video.